what's going on, everyone? Happy Thursday. Hopefully, you guys had a good Thursday. Um, I pretty much did for the most part, dealt with the heat, as a lot of us continue to, deal with. And other than that, just pretty much a chill day. Nothing as far as like anything significant to my knowledge. So it's pretty much been like what was the same crap, different toilets, same crap, different day type thing. So that's pretty much how it was for me. Um, but yeah, hopefully everybody else is able to enjoy their day too, stuff like that. I'm trying to turn this down some. It is hot, yeah, definitely hot. But yeah, hopefully, like I said, everybody's enjoying their day or evening, early afternoon, whatever. I might as well just. Should I just do it again? Cause I don't really have much XP. I'm not XP. I keep calling it XP. Um, VC, virtual currency, to really go to any of those stores to get anything. So, because I don't think my stuff is really. I'm getting there. I ain't hit a 99 yet. Last time I hit a 99, I think it was like on 2K19 or 20. And it's funny because I still have those too. I still have all, like every 2K that I have, including Dreamcast, because I still got Dreamcast. And if there's a way I can ever get the emulator, because if I'm able to get the emulator to stream or whatever, then I can at least show you. Because I have NBA 2K, NBA 2K1, 2K2 from Dreamcast, and then for as far as on here, all the 2Ks I have, I think, date back to 2K18. So I've had 2K18, it's not installed. 2K19, it's not installed. 2K20, it's not installed. 2K21 is, I don't think it's installed. 20, 21 is actually the next gen version because I don't have the current. 22 I have is not installed, but I have it. 23 is installed. 24 is installed. So I have a lot of 2Ks. I just don't have. It's one of them that I don't have. I think it's 17, but I didn't really care for 17 like that. So, all right. I finally was able to get in here. Before it took a minute because it kept freezing for some reason. So, okay. Do this. Work on that. That's what I'm gonna change my shooting form.
It might be good enough for the city league, but it's not gonna cut it here.
Man, shut up. Go to the spot. They look good, it just missed. I don't know why some of them.
All day, baby.
Thought I had that one. Thought I had that one too. I had that one
Come
too.
on, man, you could do better
Probably
than
missed that
that.
one too. Whatever.
Come Hey, stay
But
focused
I
in
be
your
making
workout
them,
today.
it's weird. I don't know. Sometimes I make them, sometimes I won't. It is what it is. What's this again? I'll try. I forgot what this was. Aim for the high is score in 1 minute. Okay.
Well, excuse me. I can't even watch this.
All these misses, man.
Come
Gotta make more
on. What are you...
points. Along with the hits that I made at the end, and I probably would have had a higher score. That's cool. He's sweating. It's just practice. Just say, I'm supposed to be me. It's not medium, not giving me a chance to move up.
One more.
That's not gonna count.
Now that's what I want to see.
I'm gonna get to whoever came in a minute. I think I know who it is. But appreciate you coming through. Get it in, man.
Keep it going.
Just trying to make these, but I got all this time. Let me see. Alright, what's going on? Dee. Hope you're well. Oh God, twin, come on. Hey Dee. I don't know what's with twin just already coming in. She didn't even say hi first. She just came right in saying, dang, okay. Oh, I'm well. Just chilling. It did rain earlier today. Like kind of like off and on. And just chilled. Work was fine. It was hot. Not much really happening. Like that's going on as far as like anything new or that's like relevant. Other than that, it's just like the same stuff, which is like it's not even worth talking about. So, but yeah, it was hot over here in Sunny. Yeah, the heat index. I mean, not heat index. The real feels was almost 110 here. Yeah, it was pretty whatchamacallit. But what's with Twin talking about that for? She didn't even say hi, nothing first. Just came right in, said she was in the toilet, or cleaning it or something. that's wonderful. I'm glad that, you know, we all should keep our toilets clean. But people are eating like myself. Uh, yeah, yeah. I have I actually have a snack. And I look down and I see that, and it's like, come on now. Like, any other time it would have been, oh, you know, whatever. It's whatever. But I'm actually eating something this time, and I wasn't expecting that.
They ain't ready, MP.
I don't even know if I want to eat this anymore. Thank you, Twin, for ruining my snack.
Feeling you, MP.
It's disgusting.
What's up, MP?
It's nasty. I don't get it.
MP, over here, over here.
There's something I'm supposed to do. They give me a pass. I don't know if it's going to affect my play, but I'm very curious to see. Might not. Because I'm able to get but yeah, it was okay. You know, the day was bright. No complaints at all. Just pretty much put the week of workout backstage. I don't feel like doing that. I really don't feel like it. I guess it does help, but
Oh, you MP.
So, getting myself really hot on. It's always gonna be like that, you know. So there's no real surprise. Like, oh, it's hot. It should be. And like I said yesterday or whenever I mentioned it, like this is probably the last full month of summer, a full 31 days, and then up until the 21st, I think, of September. So like those 31 days, and then probably like extra 20. So it's like 50, 40, 50 something more days of summer. So I don't even think people really realize.
Greetings,
that.
everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony alongside, I'm Kevin Harlan at the table. And from the sidelines, it's our Hall of Fame.
What do you call it? The election thing, whatever, November.
Reporter David Aldridge.
Everybody don't care about no Halloween.
So off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. And in the NBA, Richard, the front court positions more than any other, evolving quite a bit in recent years.
Yeah, more versatility is required now than ever before. And both of these teams are loaded with talent in their front court. This should be an exciting watch.
All eyes tonight will be on the matchup between Donovan Mitchell and MP. And after losing the game in their first meeting, MP will be looking for redemption.
Yeah, and the thing about Donovan Mitchell, he's a perennial all-star because he is a scoring machine. Look, Spider, he is a strong guard. He's about 215 pounds, and he can create separation with those shoulders and with that length. So you try to stay connected to him, you got to play defense without foul.
And I know MP wants to win this one. Lost last time out against this team. Individual performances don't really matter. It's always about getting the win.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. The big men on the floor for Mobley and Allen. At the guard position, it's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Strus in at the small forward position. And so it's Oklahoma City with it, following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. Williams, a screen on Mitchell. Inside, and stolen by Mobley. And they're pushing it up. And then Allen slams it in.
Loading up to stop Mitchell can lead to big breakdowns defensively.
The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. There's the pass to Riley. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the lines for 2. It's on Jared Allen. The Thunder shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
Most of the sports titles are still just looking at the graphics and seeing how things were, thinking like they were the best thing at the time, and then looking at it now.
And the first one at the line is good. You know, after being led by LeBron all those years, and you two, of course, RJ, it's great to see huge expectations back in Cleveland with the Cavs.
Well, I don't really appreciate that shot, Kev, but yeah, I think last year was just the start of something special. The talent on this roster has a major upside. They are so young. They could be a powerhouse in the East for at least another decade.
And it's Strus missing. Thunder off to a quick start here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Mobley with the block.
Such long arms. Mobley is tough to do anything against.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you got to love that energy.
On defense, Cleveland trailing by 5. Riley passes it to Dort. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. The Cavaliers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started.
Hall of Fame game.
Holmgren against Allen. Pass to Mitchell.
I can't even find it on regular TV. It's like...
He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Even with that, it's like I'm not really like...
Mitchell against Riley. Back to Mobley.
I would
It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. The Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
Well, they were on the wrong side of a very close matchup last time they met. But what a great game.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 29 points for him last game against Atlanta.
And I love what he's been able to do on the glass, securing some extra possessions for his team.
And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. It's a 5-point game. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Back to Mobley. Plays it up and banks it in.
This is Mobley's zone. He's got all the size he needs to dominate this paint.
The Thunder leading by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Here's Williams. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
Here's Allen. The Thunder making the shot. And slam dunk by Allen.
Easy for the big man Allen to get up and throw it down.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Holmgren. Dort with a screen for Holmgren. Pass to Riley. Back to Williams. Fires the 3. Mobley with the block. It's stolen by Strus.
How did he get over there that fast? Let me see. 'Cause let me see. Does it look like? Well, he was actually right there, so never mind. It's long arms.
To the paint. A slam dunk by Garland.
Yeah, just a solid athlete. It's so fun watching Garland, a little guy, rise up and finish.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Riley. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside Garland. Holds it up there for Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
It must be nice to have a 7-footer like Mobley that you could just throw pretty much anything up there and he'll go get it.
Josh Giddey's checked in for Oklahoma City. Karis LeVert's checked in for Cleveland. Thunder have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. As Evan Mobley's game continues to evolve and develop, Richard, he could be a real monster down low. He is something else defensively.
Yeah, he's special defensively, and on offense, he has so much room for growth. If he can learn how to dominate the paint, then he will be an unstoppable two-way force.
Oh, nice job there from Holgram. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
They played pretty solid basketball, but a few miscues is all it takes to turn a win into a loss, especially against a good team.
No good from the low block. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
What is going on right now?
And the Thunder making a switch here. Wiggins is checked in. And Cleveland also making a change. 21 points in their last win against Golden State. And the Thunder with some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Chet Holmgren. And it's Riley in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Cleveland also making some changes. Allen's checked in for Thompson. Marcus Morris comes in for Mobley. And it's Okoro in for Donovan Mitchell. And there's Garland. That's good on the assist from Okoro. Garland's got 8 points.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Riley passes it to Williams. And a slam by Williams.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Morris kicks to Okoro. LeVert from outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
From range, LeVert's one of those guys you have to respect his shot. He makes enough from beyond where you have to honor him.
There's Williams. Pass to Riley. Over Morris. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Now here's Allen. Against Golden State, he was really on his game. 5 to shoot. Garland scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
LeVert against Giddey. And it's Isaac Okoro with the foul. That's his first foul. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Williams. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Merrill's checked in.
I may as well just do that because there's no sense in trying to use a new thing and then it don't work. It's like,
There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Wiggins, a screen on LeVert. Riley. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Really on the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
For Oklahoma City, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And both free throws good for Riley.
yep.
There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Merrill. Giddey defending. Allen passes to LeVert. Lets it go from 11, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Thunder trailing by 3. Now here's Giddey. Boy, he just disappeared against Atlanta. They really needed it.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Poked away. Morris outside. Here's LeVert. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
It's great whenever a big knows how to handle it. Allen sharing the wealth.
Darius Garland has been leading the charge for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He got to double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Cavaliers?
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. We've got a Okoro. Allen is out there with Morris. Then there's Caris LeVert. And it's Merrill in at the point guard position.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
A solid passer at his position. LeVert excels at finding his teammates when they're open.
Wiggins outside. And the pass to Riley. Outside Williams. Oklahoma City moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Riley against LeVert. And a missed late. Cleveland leading by 4. Allen, a screen on Riley. LeVert kicks to Morris. There's the triple. The Thunder pull it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
He gets that one. Giddey's got 9.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
LeVert with it. He's got 8. It's rebounded by Giddey. LeVert with it. Now guarded by Riley. LeVert against Giddey. A nice shot by LeVert. LeVert's got the lead up to 4 now for Cleveland.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Hayward looking around. Out to the right wing. Here's Riley. Off target with his 3. The Cavaliers leading by 4. In the corner, Okoro with it. Pass to LeVert. Allen kicks to LeVert. Just 4 to shoot. A 3 from Morris. Doesn't go that time. Thunder have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. LeVert against Riley. Hayward a screen on LeVert. Hayward on the wing. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
And this is what Hayward is out here to do. He's a scorer and does a nice job capitalizing on that possession.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Josh Giddey is very capable off the dribble, and at 6'8", he's starting to use his size to finish. Coach Mark Daigneault said he's definitely physical. Before, he was just trying to shoot over people, but now he's taking up space, using his size and strength. He's getting a lot more around the basket. Kevin?
Yeah, he is getting into him. D.A., thank you.
And what you love about Hayward, the all-around ability. scores, facilitates rebounds, and does so with consistency.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Williams comes in for Williams. And it's Dort in for Wiggins. Now, here's Garland. He's got 10.
Time moving so fast, I thought it was already 11 o'clock.
14 feet away. That one rolling around and rims out.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Riley. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
And you look at the Cavs trade for Jared Allen, that was a steal.
Yeah, it was part of a massive 4-team deal sending James Harden to Brooklyn. The Cavs got Allen, giving up just a late first and second round pick. Highway robbery for an all-star.
Giddey the pass to Riley. Shoots over LeVert. To the right side. And he nails it. The three-pointer falls from Riley. The dude's got none.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide-open shooter and just gets him the ball.
Because there was times where I was like, yesterday.
Now LeVert.
I looked down.
Pass to Niang. Now Strus launches a three. Knocks down the three ball. Strus has got himself on the board with 3 there.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now, here's Dort.
Like
8 points his last outing. Passes it to Riley. Shoots over LeVert. And it's Strus with the rebound.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
On offense.
Strus with it. He's guarded by Williams. Strus kicks to Allen. The pass to Niang. From the arc. That shot, no good. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Timeout called, Cleveland. And we see players sometimes, Greg, after a change of venue, they change teams, suddenly taking the next step. What can key that lead?
It's not all just opportunity and fit. I think there can be a mental component as well. A fresh start.
Can you make something happen? Let's go.
Garland against Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Mitchell from the arc. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Cavaliers leading. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Pass to Garland. And a miss there on the triple. He got it up. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Cavaliers on top. They're up by 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
I think everybody got that as a free gift at some point in the
Welcome, everybody. It may be early on in the season, but not too early to take a full assessment of the Eastern Conference standings.
free rewards. I guess that was one of them.
You look at Cleveland. They've had a great start to the season as we thought they might. They play together. They play for one another. They're well.
And moving on to the Cavaliers' first half. It's a close one through 2 quarters.
Well, you see they're zipping the ball around, never letting the defense get set.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back.
Okay. It could have been better, but
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. One of the stories here, guys, Karis LeVert getting it done today.
Well, what's Mitchell doing? We both have a B minus. Of course. Alright, so he's 4 for 9. I'm not shooting any better, but he could have had way more than that. But I just gotta keep that score in mind. It's 10 right now. I have 11. But yeah. All right,
Just putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
What stuck out to me was how easily he read the defense and found those cracks for his guys to exploit.
The post pair for him will be Williams and Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Riley. And it's George in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Bruce in the corner. Garland against Gilgeous-Alexander. Garland the pass to Mitchell. It's 3-pointers off the mark.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
To the middle for the tie, and he lays it up and in. Holmgren's got the game tied up here for the Thunder.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Pass to Allen. Mobley outside. 6 to shoot. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
Mitchell against Riley. He feeds it to Williams. Mobley with the block. Garland against Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's got 8 rebounds in this game. There's a good screen. Riley passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
Garland looking it over. Mitchell wide open. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist.
I mean, how much? Let me just try to paint the picture real quick, because this I'm dealing with. Let's see how many screens here. 1 screen. I have to get through that. Gets the ball. Now I gotta go through 2. It's ridiculous. Of course, he's gonna make some. I mean, I'm not surprised. But all this running around these screens, it's crazy.
Garland's got assist number 5 here tonight. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Passes it to Williams. Down low. Here's Holmgren. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Allen. For 3, Mitchell. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Holmgren. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Holmgren's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
And there's the pass to Mobley. To the inside. And Mobley throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the 2-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Mitchell against Riley. Holmgren sets the screen for Williams. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. That one on Mobley. The Thunder have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And here is Mitchell. He's got 13. Sinks the three-pointer. Mitchell's got 16.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
Richard, the Cavs went all in for Donovan Mitchell, but it has paid off well.
It's crazy what Donovan Mitchell can do at only 6'1". He has so much bounce and so strong, but he is still undersized for the position. But that front court, man, that defense helps him out a lot.
Strus against Dort. Back to Mobley. He kicks it to Mitchell. 4 on the shot clock. From deep three-point land, Dort grabs the miss. Dort's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Pass to Riley. Tries the spin move. And there's the call on Chet Holmgren. That is his first foul of the game. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
For Cleveland, they've gone a lackluster 3.
Closer. It was 2K low. I thought there was one I saw before that was a little bit closer. Yeah, something like that. Something like this too, but that's too. No, that's directly on the Predator. Reverse angle. Auto flip fix. Is this the one that? Let me see it real quick.
Of 9 from the field since halftime.
I need to see everything. I thought that one was. So like this one is not that bad either. It's just the thing don't flip. It just stays like that, I think. Drive is kind of foot style spin, cut. Let me see how this one is. This one, test it out.
Garland the pass to Mitchell. Allen with the screen for Mitchell. Allen in the post, working on Holmgren. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. You look at Orlando, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And right now, the Thunder, they've been sinking on this list to start out the year. Not what they or really anyone else expected, but that's why you play the game.
Allen against Riley. There's the drive. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that were tops in field goal percentage last season. The Cavaliers 5th.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but man, they were right there.
Josh Giddey's checked in for the Thunder. Karis LeVert's checked in for the Cavaliers. And both free throws good for Riley. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. Pass to Allen. Back to Garland. Cleveland moving it around from 15 feet away. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. The Dude's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Holmgren with a screen on Mitchell. And he drives in, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
and one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Mobley outside. They could use a bucket. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 2 points in the bucket for Mitchell.
It's not an easy shot. There's definite contact, but somehow Mitchell keeps it on target.
Holmgren with a screen on LeVert. Holmgren finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Holmgren. And the jump by Holmgren.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Garland against Gilgeous-Alexander. Mitchell outside. For 3. Drills the three-pointer. Mitchell's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Ooh, that's his third 3 of the half after putting...
Wait a minute, how many you got? 11 in this... Oh, okay, so he had 10 in the first half. I was about to say, I know he only got like 30. But I have to outplay him, outperform him. We both have a B grade, so we're basically even.
Got a pair before halftime. Fantastic shooting display from him.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Here is Riley. Holmgren with a screen on Mitchell. Back to Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I mean, sneaky, but when he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Passes to Mitchell. Garland with a screen for Mitchell. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. The Thunder leading by 3. The pass to Riley. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Mitchell. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Now, here's Mitchell. 21 points in the game. Inside, Allen. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel. And a look now at the Thunder's upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento. Then on Sunday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
You know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you very much. The Cavaliers have one of the league's stingiest defenses. Evan Mobley says it's tough to be the best defense nowadays. Every team has multiple guys that are super talented, so just hanging our hats on defense every night. All of us are very versatile, can guard multiple positions. That's what makes us so good. Back to you guys.
Thanks, D.A. Good stuff. Pass to Riley. 1:15 left in the third. Wiggins, a screen on Mitchell. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Pass to Okoro. Here's Allen. 6 points for him. Dishes to Mitchell. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in. Allen's got 3 assists now in this one. Giddey with it. 9 points in the game so far. Over to the left wing. Riley against Mitchell. And there's another one for the Thunder.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Tricky shot for LeVert. Defense is all over him, but he draws a foul on that attempt.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Dortz checked in, and Cleveland also making a change. Max Strus is checked in for Okoro. Strus against Riley. Cavaliers with the rebound. Mitchell outside. It's up a 3, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Thunder lead by 6, and we'll be back right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. At the guard positions, it's Garland and Mitchell. Max Strus is out there with LeVert, and it's Morris in at the 5 down low. Shots good by Williams.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. Garland the pass to Mitchell. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Mitchell's got 28 points for the game.
Right now, this is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots.
Dort passes to Williams. Here is Riley. Three-pointer. Morris with the rebound. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. A drive by Garland.
Just slicing his way to the rack. This man is so crafty. I love it when Garland takes charge like this.
Now Giddey. Passes it to Wiggins. Back to Giddey. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Great recognition of the mismatch, abusing the smaller defender. Poor guy.
To the paint. Here's Mitchell. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Mitchell's got 4 this quarter.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Outside, Dort. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Okoro's checked in. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, during the break, I listened in on J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. Told his guys, I need you all to come together right now on both ends. This game is not over. You need to go out there and take control now. We'll see how it looks coming out of the timeout, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Giddey. Now the pass to Riley. Spins. They get the rebound. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Thunder?
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm right where it needs to be.
Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Evan Mobley's checked in for the Cavaliers.
And he's given them a good contribution at the line tonight, getting there a lot and delivering on his opportunities.
Tries the spin move. Here's LeVert. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
And LeVert is playing with such passion on offense. He's just not afraid to play a big role on that end.
The Thunder with another miss.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Okoro kicks to Garland. Mobley looking it over. Pass to LeVert. Mobley sets the pick for LeVert. Trains it from beyond the arc. And now just a 2-point Oklahoma City lead.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Garland the pass to LeVert, and Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Riley against LeVert. Into the lane. Riley can't hit.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
LeVert the pass to Strus. Mobley outside.
So I can't grow no hair.
Back to Strus. He dishes it to Garland. Strus kicks to Garland. It's over Dort. Garland, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Giddey. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
He's been meticulous on offense, and it's paid off with a flawless shooting percentage for him so far in this game.
Oh, dang it, I'm not sure.
Giddey against Garland. Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
It's just too easy for Mobley. This man, he's quick off the floor. He's got a 7'4" wingspan. But this man finishes the way he was built.
Time call here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Josh Giddey. Then for the Cavaliers, Jared Allen's checked in for Okoro. And it's Mitchell in for Caris LeVert. Gilgeous-Alexander against Garland. Williams passes to Holmgren. Excellent D there from Allen.
Just for that.
It's Garland with the ball for the Cavaliers. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by Garland. Garland's got his 8th assist here tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Mitchell. Riley. And that one is hammered home.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
A 3 from Garland. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. The Dudes got 7 rebounds in the game. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Cranes the 3-pointer. Now it's a 5-point Oklahoma City lead.
Well, I don't know what Coach said to him at half, but his shooting has been tremendous here in the second.
Pass to Strus. Allen surveying the D. Kicks to Garland.
And Darius Garland, no doubt, a point guard on the rise.
Yeah, I think this guy's future is really promising, and it's because of his strong work ethic, his desire to keep working on his game and get better.
And throw good, Garland.
And I love watching Garland mature into a leader, and you know what? He is not done yet.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Garland. Again, the Thunder score.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Garland. For 3, Mitchell. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Williams has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
He is an elite offensive rebounder. Allen is especially good at getting ideal positioning on that glass.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Garland. Riley can't hit.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Mitchell finds Mobley. Strus in the corner. Riley grabs the miss. The Dudes got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And they've controlled the glass throughout this game, but it's still close.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Right wing, uncovered, and Riley gets it to go. 25 points for the Dude.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Allen, a screen on Riley. Shoots from the block. Misses off the right eye. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Williams, a screen on Mitchell. Riley passes it to Williams. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, good with the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Mitchell. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league. Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Mitchell against Riley. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Dort finds Williams. Holmgren with a screen on Mitchell. Riley passes it to Holmgren. And here is Williams. Holmgren sets the screen for Williams. Good on the three-point shot. And it's a 10-point Oklahoma City lead.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
44 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And they get it back. They need this. That one's not going to go. And here now the Thunder. 23 seconds left in the game. Riley passes it to Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Here's Merrill. And another miss by Cleveland. Here is Riley. Can't get it to fall. So no problem for Oklahoma.
Well, it's not showing. Let's see this. Well, we both shot bad. I mean, 9 for 25, 13 for 22. Well under 50%. For both, he had more points, had more rebounds and assists than he made more threes than I did. That's free throws, I don't know. He even gets on that once. I don't know. I'll have to find out when it's
City as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge.
18, 13, 13. That's balance. There's balance, definitely.
Being here and
So I shot 36%. I know he shot 13 or 32. Probably around that. Around that percentage. Oh, I completed it.
That's
how you leave it all out on the floor. Nice job.
You seemed especially focused tonight. After losing to Donovan Mitchell last time out, did you view this game as a revenge game?
I'll go with that one.
Oh yeah, I definitely did. I don't have anything against Donovan personally or whatever, but the loss did motivate me, and so I used that to sharpen my focus and give me that extra boost to grind through a victory this time out. If I can take any loss and use it to make me better, then...
Okay. Oh, that's just for one question.
Cold-blooded, MP. You guys really poured it on out there.
It's your second of 4 group play games, finished with the best record. Oh, the playing. It's that playing thing. Okay. I completely forgot about that. They did that.
We ain't lighting the beam tonight, MP. No, sir.
Here, over here.
Something that you're not willing to do yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I agree to that. And like I said, they literally do that all the time.
Go get him, Tiger. You mind if I call you Tiger? Yeah, it's kind of weird, I guess.
Personally, for this,
get this win.
I know that's going to do this. It's like, okay, well, I'm not going to sit there and say that you don't do it yourself, but wouldn't you want to do that yourself? You know what I mean? Like, don't just have others just pray for you or do something that you're not even willing to do on your own. You know, but they definitely do that too. Definitely do that. I'll never understand that. Like a genie, you know, yeah, you know, they really do. But see, the thing with that is that I personally don't use God because there's more than one. You know, so there's no telling who they're referring to when anybody else says God. I don't know. Oh, you're talking about the music in the Wishman card? If that's what that is, then I guess that's what it is. It's supposed to be like I'm in a locker room. You know, they put music in the locker room, I'm sure. So. it's like, you know, I mean, it didn't go against anything, but when I went in the studio, it said it was a copyright, right? Because of that music. Now I remember, because that was the artist that came up on there when I checked it. So it said it was no impact on the video. So I'm like, well, if there's no impact on it, then why was there a copyright on there? So I guess it's okay. I'll probably get another one. I don't know how many of those that say that, but then I'm like, oh, there's no impact on the thing. So it probably was. I'm sure it was probably one of these songs. I don't know what the song was, but I don't know any of them people. I just, you know, so many soundtracks, but you know, scroll through all of that. It's like an essays worth of artists, or songs. There's a lot of it. It's like this, you know, one artist, but they'll have like, you know, 12, 13 songs just by themselves. So, mixed in with a bunch of others too. But it's just too much to go and scroll and all that. Good song though. Yeah, beat's nice. I just need to know what he's saying. But I'm not even.
He's about to tear it up.
Not really my type anyway, so it's cool.
That's Dawkins. Oh, he's good. Just got out of that puppy stage, so it's nice to have him.
Boy, it rained over here earlier. Well, actually, it kind of was. Because it cut off the internet, then it came back on. Lights almost went out. It was pretty intense for a minute.
Oh man, I've never been really bad. I'm probably like 3,000 miles past due.
Man, I don't gotta worry about it. Dad did it for me.
That must be nice.
Alright. Kings.
Think he's that special, bro?
They have everybody else. I don't want to be going against them.
At the time of his retirement,
Don't have
he was 10th all-time in made three-pointers.
Yes. Yeah, I lived in West Side. See my giant cowbell?
All right, well, he's got that kind of shot. He's something more valuable.
Kings.
It should be the typical day in the
Of course, he's hurt.
Yeah, I have never been to Maine. Have you?
furthest I've ever been is New York.
Oh, do you think it'd be
So
nice?
the main player that's hurt.
Oh, the water?
Come on
Hey,
now.
good.
Not really. Oh no, you're good. You're good now. It was. Oh yeah, now I am. Otherwise I wouldn't be on here. But this was like. This was about like around like 6 something. And I didn't know it because I wasn't on my computer or nothing. I was actually doing the Sudoku book, and I was working on that, and then like on my phone I noticed that the Wi-Fi thing was gone, because like when there's no internet it goes away, then when it is it comes back. So I was like, what the heck happened? That's around when the lights like flickered a little bit. So it said I had no connection. I checked the router and it, you know, it just showed that it was, so whatever it hit, it must have hit the internet too somewhere, you know, to knock it out. So, but it was off for only like maybe a couple minutes. Sudoku is still like, I have a puzzle book literally in my hand right now. This has, how many puzzles does this have? This has about 76 puzzles. I'm still on puzzle 8. I still don't know how that even got here. It shows you like, if you, I guess if you get stuck, it shows you the solutions on it. Oh, it's going fine. We're just, you know, listening to calls and stuff from other people, and some of them was funny, like they had us listen to, you know, like good calls. They had us listen to strange ones, and then some that were like really bad, like to where the person that was being called was getting an attitude with the agent and stuff. And, you know, he wasn't around when I don't think when
he is.
I mentioned about the one call we heard, and the guy was F-bombing everybody. Literally. Like, F you and F the, you know, I don't want to be with this company no more and all this other stuff. They're full of S, and, you know, you're a piece of S, and, you know, all this. And then he wanted to get the supervisor or something, because the agent was like, I can, you know, because, you know, when stuff like that happens, you basically gotta warn them when they start going crazy. And it's like after the third or fourth time, whatever, then you just call for the supervisor, right? So they call for the supervisor, and he was like, well, go get your effing supervisor. I'm gonna say the same thing to them when they get here. So then they put him on hold. Supervisor came in, and he was like, well, I don't know what the F is going on, but you and your effing he, I think, was like, he must have been like drunk or something like that, because at the same time he was like, because the agent was a female, and he was saying some things to her that like would, you know, it was pretty bad. And he was still F-bombing. Yeah, F-bombed the supervisor, you know, talking about, oh, well, you know, because he was like, well, you know, you called me, because technically it's not us individually calling, it's through the system that's calling them, you know. So how are you going to say that, you know, you're basically upset over something that you didn't pay? Like, you were supposed, we're calling you to let you know that it's either late or it's already late, it's in delinquent or whatever, but you're getting mad at the person letting you know, rather than yourself not paying it or going to billing with it, you know. But yeah, just F-bombing. Maybe he had Tourette's. The heck is that? I don't know what that is. But but yeah, he was going crazy, talking about, well, you should, well, one guy was, this guy was F-bombing, the other one was like being flirty with one of the agents, talking about, I could take you out to dinner and stuff, and, you know, like, you called me. It's like, technically she didn't, but that's not what the call was about. But, you know, she kept it professional at least. You know, he was just like, you don't even know what the person looks like. You just want to take him out to dinner. Like, alright. Google it. Tourette's. What is is it like a laxative or something? Let me see. I'm probably wrong, but let me see. Tourette's. I thought about playing Scrabble, but that'll be embarrassing. Let's see, Tourette's. Tourette's awareness month. Oh, what? Oh, that's what that is? I thought that was like some kind of like food or something. No, you're fine, Angie. Like, you know, I googled it. I'm just, you know, you see me. I'm just, my game finished. I'm just chilling right now. I did not know that's what that was. I don't know if that's supposed to be funny or not, but you know, if it's, yeah, who knows? Oh, hey, Twin Tim, let's eat breakfast. Like, really? Breakfast at night? I mean, technically you could eat breakfast at night. Angie, I don't know what's up with Twin, because, like, she'll say, well, let's eat lunch, right? One time she said, let's eat lunch. So I said, all right, well, what's for lunch? She never answered the question. So I'm not even going to ask what's for breakfast, because that's not going to get answered either. So I'm not even going to even bother. I'm not wasting my time trying to get an answer. I feel like and Dee Dee's a witness to that, because I asked her that like a week ago or a week and a half ago, and she still never answered it. You know, but she'll talk about everything else. Let's see. Skipping over the question. It was just a simple question too. The answer could have been given and it would have been able to move on. But if she's in another country, their time is different. Oh yeah. She's literally 12 hours ahead. So it's 11:05 a.m. next day. Really, Angie? No, I'm not in no Philippines. How can that be possible? Oh, Lord. I'm not in no Philippines. Nope. Alright, let me see what I got. I'm not gonna be playing this one thing the whole time. So, be right back. No, you didn't do nothing. Oh, I thought you said if I was. No, yeah, she is. My fault. I read that wrong. Yeah, I read that wrong. I thought she was asking if I was. That's why I was like, huh? Get out of here. Goodness gracious. What's going on, gamer? I know, Angie. The lettering is so like, it's I had to really, look into it. It was pretty far. So when I first glanced, I'm like, am I in the Philippines? Like, how could that be? Then I looked again and it said twins. So I was like, okay, never mind. See, no, I don't have Far Cry 5. I don't have no Far Cries. None of those. I just have I basically just have what I have, but I don't have anything like that. Go to the toilet. I'm not in the toilet. You keep doing this. I don't know why you keep doing this. You keep saying that I'm every time that be right back screen is up, then she's always gonna keep saying, "Oh, I went to the toilet." I am not at no toilet. So let's just get that clear and straight. Um I'm just trying to figure out why you're, still why you're saying this. But yeah, let's go to this. All right. I don't mean I'm at no toilet. Otherwise, I would have said, "Be right back. I'm at the toilet." So, wash your hands, Tim. Really, I didn't go to the restroom. See what I gotta deal with? My friend has Far Cry 5. I think. She has it on the. She has it on the what's that thing called? Uh, the 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 Game Pass thing, Ultimate or whatever. Because that's how she was able to play it. But cause she was telling me to get it at one point. She was like, "You should play Far Cry 5 or whichever one it was." She's usually into that, and then she's also into what's the one she always plays? Assassin's Creed, almost every single one. I'm like, she tried to get me to play that too. I'm like, yeah. I saw how it was, and I said, nah. Can't do I know it's like a lot of. It's almost as if it almost feels like you're playing like a survival type game, I believe, from what I was seeing. You know. Oh, you too with the. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with those. I've seen them. Um, I ain't trying to be heard or nothing or anybody talking. But yeah, Far Cry's, the Assassin's Creeds. I remember Tom Clancy, The Division. I remember Sci-Fi Filter. I remember that's an old one. Splinter Cell, Blacklist. Mostly I remember those because my uncle was telling me about it. But I never really got into it like that. Probably on the weekend. If I have time on the weekend, yeah, most likely. Because it's like once you get into Destiny, it's hard to stop sometimes, and then next thing you know, and then you've been on there for like 3 hours or 4 hours. So it's like, you know, if I do, I have to like play it earlier. If I play it now, forget it. Like, 'cause like sometimes it can be to the point where like you don't want to stop playing, you know. But definitely gonna try to this weekend. So at least I'll have more time. 'Cause like when I do this, like I try to play like multiple titles.
Game starts in 5,
Have
4,
a certain amount of
3,
time in each one.
2, 1. Team deathmatch. Gained the lead. Lost the lead.
Just one. I never feel like I have one. I was busy playing Far Cry. No, you're good. Don't ever feel like if you're away that. way, which I did try, you know, more normal way, like portals. It's just I've been getting shot in the back so many times with that. I can't do this. Hearing those dings, I'm thinking those are kills. I don't know. It's a headshot. Andrew, you still there?
King Slayer.
Right there, that's where I started shooting first. That was right there.
King Slayer. Game over.
You won? Pebbles, Machado. I don't know how many I got. I probably got like, oh, I got 12. Okay. My average is 9. I got 12. I don't care about all that. As long as we win, you know. 12 and 12. Fire. Your name is Fire in the Hole. Hey, I appreciate that. There was a lot of GGs in Destiny that was, some of them didn't really feel good, but you know, especially for me, I think in Gambit, yeah, like Gambit, definitely Crucible. Crucible is like it's like you playing against like pros, kind of like super sweats. Yeah, like I said, you know, just begin shopping across the map. Cargo Meow, that's your name? What's up with these names? Taco Too Fast, Pebbles, Machado, Mask Ooze, Fire in the Hole. Still searching. But yeah, some, you know, some are, hey, what's going on, Chris? Some matches were good. Mostly on, I would say, that one strike though. That Nightfall strike, I think it was. That was like annoying. I don't know how many times we did it. And then we got like to the point where we was almost done. And then all 3 of us died, then we had to start over. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Like that one match alone was probably like it felt like it was an hour. At least. But don't they have free fall? This must be it. Free fall, brawl, gun game, on the chamber. Nah. Laser tag, flying spitball, zombie VIP, sniper frenzy. No, I'm not good with no sniping. Team Fiesta. No, let's stick with that. I connected fast. 2 hours? Yeah, it felt like that. Cause I think I was playing something before. Did you kill me? I forgot which slide that was. I did, but yeah, it might have been the one where I did 4 hours like, and I might have put that in the mix. That's why I don't like this before. Oh, Splitgate. There's a free first-person shooter that I forgot I had. Kind of plays like Halo and a little bit, kind of. And that's why I came with to get my whatchamacallit back so I could play more of that, play more Halo. Well, this is a rocket launcher I'm holding. Okay. Not bad. It's free. I mean, I don't mind playing it. I didn't know what it was at first, really, until I started playing it, and then I saw some videos on it. I was like, oh, hey, why not? Just see how it is and stuff. If I was to rate it out of 1 out of 10. Out of a rating up from 1 to 10, I probably would say it's, for me, I would have to say it's like I'll give it for the type of game it is, I'll say it's I'll say 7. I'll say 7. I'll say 7. The game is basically what it is.
Game starts in 5,
domination,
4, 3, 2, 1. Domination.
Pretty much like Call of Duty, but then it's like when you're killing somebody. So it has that kind of feel as far as Halo goes. It's nothing that'll be getting me like, all upset, my blood pressure rising and stuff. These people talk about your family and all that stuff. Man, I ain't doing all that. Yeah, I'll give it a 7.
Be secured. Gain the lead. Losing C.
Oh, okay, Chris, appreciate you coming through. I'll definitely see you around at some point.
Losing B.
It's free, so
lost.
you don't gotta worry about.
Lost the lead.
I wouldn't pay for it, to be honest, but
5 minutes remaining.
But it's free. I mean, as long as you got space on there, something you want to play like you're
C lost. King Slayer.
Just see what it's all about. I had people want me to get Fortnite. At first I did.
King Slayer.
And it was just bad, so I just uninstalled it. Because there was too many times where I was
B lost.
King Slayer. Just dying. I just couldn't.
A secure.
Just couldn't do
Losing A. A lost.
Somebody skedaddling and skipping.
C secured.
Oh, those two of them. But it got boring. I used to play.
Losing C.
Boring, so
A secured.
yeah, I don't.
C
either, 'cause
lost.
It's not much
Kingslayer.
that you can really do other than the same thing. You're just looting. Kind of like Warzone. That's probably where Call of Duty got that from. But I think, to my knowledge, between Fortnite and I think PUBG, I think those are the ones that had
Losing B.
or as just
B
a standalone
lost.
team just doing that. Call of Duty probably see that. It's like, oh, let's put that in our thing.
Kingslayer. Losing A.
Warzone or something.
A lost.
Which I never played because I've watched people play it and I'll probably
C secured.
it's the same thing as just running around, looting,
Losing
getting
C.
kills, getting ammo, getting
C
your loadouts,
lost.
buy
B
stations,
lost.
you gotta go to this spot because I think the storm is closing in. It's just damn, the maps are huge too. Something like that. But that's why I just
C
watch people.
secured.
I don't bother, so I don't Fortnite is one of those where it's like, I can't just do it.
Losing C.
Oh, no.
C lost. A secured. B lost.
Go to under the ground.
Losing A. C secured. A lost.
Oh, okay. No problem. I'll be good for a while. Let's wait for the I can't even see that as an hour I thought it was.
Losing C. C lost. A secured. B secured.
Oh, they went to the... It's on both of them?
Losing B. 1 minute remaining. B lost. Losing A. C secured. A lost. B secured. Losing B. B lost. Game over.
Well, alright, take care. I'll be seeing you. Bye. Not that bad. Not that bad. 34 and 8, 31 and 8. And we all went positive. We all went negative. Very, very nice. Definitely no GGs on that. They got all the GGs. Not us. All of us was negative. All of them was positive. It's crazy. But yeah, Gamer, I don't know if he's still there, but the other game I play too, that's free. What's it called? I forgot the name of it, but it's free too. It's a first person. Okay, it was X Defiant. That's what it was, which is free as well. I think Angie's asleep. I don't see her no more. I did not see her. Okay, I know. How are you telling me that my server is, I mean, not my server, that the server can't be reached and something wrong with my Ethernet cable and there's nothing wrong with it at all? That's weird. But okay, whatever you say. Alright. Raiders. Oh, I'm at home. The Raiders. Playing against the not Oakland. The Las Vegas Raiders. So used to Oakland and LA. Sorry. Now it's LV. LV Raiders. Let's change that to I didn't realize they had Jordan Brand gloves, so I guess I'll wear a pair. Why not? Oh, wrong color. Vapor. Jet 7. Let's see. The Raiders. I'm not upgrading my player yet. I never do well on those passing drills, especially throwing at the targets. I'm just awful at that, so I just simulate it. No worries. I'm gonna grow white at home and wear the dark.
It's week 4 of the NFL, and this one features Josh Jacobs. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Raiders and the Titans, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Tennessee Titans. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They'll start on the ground with Spears, and he's across the 45. It'll be second down. Still very early in the season, obviously, CD, but already key injuries that they've had to deal with.
And what's really difficult for a team is to try and maintain their focus when they feel like they've been a little bit snake bitten. It feels like every time they turn around, another injury crops up. How do they manage to hang together, get guys to play a little bit above their heads, and make sure that they're still afloat when their starters make it back?
2 yards on the pickup there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Riley. And this pass broken up. The contact right in time there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping this.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play. Yeah.
That too.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Riley. That's complete to Traylon Burks. The numbers for him from a week ago. 3 catches. catches, 68 yards.
I like the performances he's put up throughout the year. That's the reason he's ranked number 9 in the league in receiving yards. In a league that throws the ball around like crazy, number 9's a good number.
Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 33.
Back to throw. Riley. That pass taken in by Burks. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders 16. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And here's a give to Spears. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here that's close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. And they'll try to run the option here. Bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. No.
Tennessee offense set to go again.
Talking about wash my hands and stuff like that. I did not leave to do that.
Hand off to Spears. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And into the end zone for Tennessee, touchdown. Their mobile quarterback with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from drawing level. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field, and of course for pass plays. For the quarterback,
he got the job done on the ground on their previous drive with a touchdown run, and he'll start anew with a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down. Riley throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They'll set up the screen for Spears. And he's going to be taken to the ground right there at the 35-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. On the out route, he's got Burks. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving.
The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches...
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. On first down, Riley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw, Riley. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're going to speed things up here. On first and 10, Riley. And the Raiders have got him. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on second and 16. Operating from the gun, Riley. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Throwing on first down, Riley.
Touchdown.
And that's going to be incomplete. Second 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. And now a run with Spears. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Titans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to throw. Riley. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved, because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. They'll look to throw on third and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
Brings up 4th and goal.
And the Titans getting set to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I get...
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. His guys try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That one was tipped in the air. It became almost a 50-50 ball. No one came up with it, so it turned into an incompletion. But remember, on the previous drive, he threw an interception. I think that one almost caused a well, not almost. I think that one caused a mental flashback for everyone. Threw the pick before. Could this turn into a second one? And how would that alter the game for him?
Off the bootleg. Riley. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
That's good for a Tennessee.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll look to throw again.
That one's taken in by Spears.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Titans first down.
Off the bootleg. Riley. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Back to throw again. On the slant, Burks. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
16 yards.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. This will be caught just inside the 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw on second down. Riley. That's to Burks, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So now the Titans down by 2. A minute 45 to play. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. They'll look to throw. That's to the left sideline and incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And down he'll go at the 25. A big play here. 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and
back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
With that incomplete inflation reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Gets it to Burks. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down. They needed 3. They got 6. Plenty enough for the conversion on 4th. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. And that would be off target and incomplete. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people...
Do it right down the center, right to the Raiders, man.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Raiders, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.
38. Soon the second he broke off and went that way, I was like, yes. Released it. And he threw it over there. Like he wasn't even close. To the left, throw it straight. I don't even think he had a chance to get it, but no, he didn't. Wasn't even close. They threw it past him. That's the thing. So wasn't like it was over his head. And just went past him. Just zipped right past him. He's like, you ain't, he's like, you ain't catching this. That's wrong. It's messed up, though. To lose in that fashion by 2, like, I don't even know what my stats were in the game. Oh, I could check it, I'm sure. I know they weren't good, I know that for a fact. Nope. 21 for 37. Yeah. I normally never throw that many times, but no Derrick Henry. He's out for 4 weeks, of course. So whatever. It's always like my star players getting hurt. Never fails. When Hopkins was on the team, he got hurt. Now Derrick Henry is hurt for 4 weeks. So possible, but I don't know if it's gonna be until he gets back. That's a little too much red going on that. I don't want that much red on. Goodness. Yeah, I overdid it like that, but. Accuracy is a little off, so oh damn, wait a minute. I can't take it back, I guess. That's fine. Okay.
It's the National Football.
So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. Now Spears to begin the drive. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Riley. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Off the play fake. Riley. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against the secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On 3rd down, Riley. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That first down here on that side, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. Throwing to start the drive. Riley. And he's got it. Touchdown. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it, and he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with a 1st down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7. And they'll go on the ground. That is well read on the backside. And he'll be met well behind the line of scrimmage. They called out a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Back to throw. Riley. And that is incomplete. Oh, get all the way to hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and that brings up 4th down. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now here, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Raiders. Off play action. Riley. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Riley. And he's going to go down. The Texans come out and able to bring him to the ground. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation. Running.
The Titan offense now working their way back on the field. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough?
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Riley. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. And 3rd down.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter. There's a ways to go in this game. But that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll run with Spears. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Off play action. Riley rolling to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Riley. That pass taken in by Burks. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. Operating from the gun. Riley. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. To throw on 2nd down. Riley. This is intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And a great return here gets us all the way down to the 26-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming out of there, just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before things now a little bit different after throwing the interception on the last drive and giving up the trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Stiff-armed him. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A good first first down call as the screenplay gets them 9.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoor them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Riley. That's caught again by Schultz. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. So we reach halftime here with a message. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he went nowhere. He went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2, now third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Spears. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. This offense, #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting the defense rest on the sidelines.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Riley. They'll set up the screen for Spears. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Operating from the gun, Riley. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 47 yards rushing for now to this point. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Riley. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a run by Spears. Down to about the 37. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. The Spears with another carry. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down, Riley. And he is caught, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Riley out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs it.
And this is caught for the moment it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, unnecessary run defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Out comes this field general once more, leading his home.
How did he catch that though? Wait a minute. Let me see who caught that. Oh, they don't have the. Oh, probably at the end of the game they'll have the whatchamacallits. Where you can see the. Yeah, probably at the end when they have the highlight option. I'll definitely go back and look at that. I get what that thing on that truck.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Riley. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's Spears on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness.
Back now in Houston, it's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. They'll run on first down. Spears to the 27-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps away. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from arm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the 2nd half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Well, they're going option play on 3rd down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 20. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Being chased out left, and a big loss here as he's taken down. A.J. Epinesa whistle, the run credited for the sack. And when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for the offense. They're guaranteed to approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Throwing on third and long. Riley flushed out right. And he will be out of bounds, but there is a flag down. I suspect this might not be a legal pass. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a fourth down situation. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Texans will use one of their two remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down for your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. Happier than I remember.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Tennessee, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
I think this is it. Scrambled, I believe. Oh no, that's not it. Man, what's that? Oh, they have it. It was either the first or the third. That's not a touchdown. I think this was it. Oh, there's no replay available, of course. If this ain't it. Touchdown. I set it up, but it's cool. Nobody really threw that many yards. You know, between me and Stroud. Wow, it's gonna be 151. It's just these division games be just ugly. So it happens. Some games gonna be like that. There's gonna be some games where both quarterbacks throw over 300, happens. So.
It's week 6 of the NFL, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Titans and the Falcons. All that and more coming up next.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they come... So now the Titans get their first shot on offense. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. But Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played with dinosaurs roam the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we got to put in Davis.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Riley. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll be 4th down. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 3rd down and 1. Now a handoff up the middle. Spears. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Titans first down.
Right back to Spears. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The numbers for Spears on the ground a week ago: 14 carries, 79 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
On second down, here's the option. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down. Up the middle they go. Spears. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Off play action. Riley. Got him in. It's Brown. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Riley. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Now they're a little further behind the 8-ball after the interception led to the touchdown. So a 2-score deficit here, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Riley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Titans in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. They've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 58 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
And we saw that advantage right there. 2 minutes to play. First half. It's 14-0. And the ball on to 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Riley. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. The guys spawn 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On 1st and 10, Riley. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Spears is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Finds it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen where the defense is thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And bulldozing his way through. Breaks a tackle, and he's got it out. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gains.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Spears. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Riley. Oh, it's intercepted. A drop kick there. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone.
He'll try to shake off the cobwebs from the interception he threw on the previous drive that led to the... On the option, here's Spears. And so room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on 1st down. Riley. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Riley. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Riley. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Spears. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
Off the play fake. Riley.
32-yard line.
He'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 4th down.
Let's face it, you want to get back into the game. These are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory, like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw on 2nd down, Riley. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The Titans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, Riley towards the end zone for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contact.
Fighting through, he's got space. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Back to throw again. That one's taken in by Spears. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll look to throw again. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Well, on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about this. Throwing to start the drive. Riley. Quick slant to Brown. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And that one Charles is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
Was 26.
So for the Falcons, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2, and they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Well, yeah, I appreciate y'all coming through. That's it for me for tonight. I didn't realize it was 3 hours. Aditi, Twin, Susanna, Angie, Gamer, I believe Chris was here. Chris, Gamer. Y'all take care. About to get off of here. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Please hit the like if you haven't came in already on your way out. It would be greatly appreciated, and obviously make the next day better than the previous one. Stay safe, stay encouraged, and have a good one. I'll be on at some point. Was it Friday? I'll try to shoot for like 9:30. It really wouldn't matter anyway. It's the weekend, so. But I'll be on at some point in the evening. All right. Y'all take care. Have a good one.